Good night to everyone. And I'm your host, Newton Manahan, on Your Opinion. Tonight we want to talk about two things. First thing is the water problem that we seem to be having. Well, not we seem, we're having the water problem. And this water problem is affecting a whole bunch of people. A couple 100,000 people. And at some estimates, probably half the population of Jamaica. It is estimated that we have about 3 million persons on the island. And probably close to 1 million or more people are experiencing serious water problems in a time when we have the rainy season upon us. And this thing happens almost every year. We have a problem where the powers that be don't seem to have a plan in place to finally fix this issue of water. We have always heard that water is life and that this is one of the most important commodities. In fact, it is almost a human right for every living soul to have access to clean, portable water. Not water from trucks, not water from rivers, but piped, treated water that people can use anytime, any day. And as such, we want to know from you what you think about the whole issue. Because I personally believe that it is not beyond us to sit down and to make a plan and put it in place, a working plan that will fix this problem. Now, my idea of the whole thing is that we should start to build at least 2 more major dams in 2 of the other counties that we have. We have 3 counties, Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. Right now, we have the Mona Reservoir, and we have another major dam that are basically in Kingston and St. Andrew, and that covers that large metropolitan area here. But what about Middlesex that needs probably 2 more, and Surrey that needs probably 2 more as well? If we can manage to use our local engineers along with overseas expertise, we can store that water, and when we need it, we access it. Many rivers running around, many streams, many wells. We have the underground aquifer that we can use. And in the extreme case, we have universities here where we have brilliant and talented minds. We can say to them, let's work out a very cheap, efficient way of converting seawater into portable drinking water. Now, the first thing I know people will say is that this is a pipe dream. But the journey of 1,000 miles always start with a first step. The Jamaica that we see now didn't happen overnight. It took the people before us to think about what they wanted to see and to take that first step. So almost every system, everything we see in place, those bridges, those roads, those buildings that we're experiencing today, we didn't make them last week. It was people before us, the forerunners, who came and decided that they wanted this for the generations to come. And as such, we are enjoying the fruits of those labors today. You see, what we must know and what we should pass on to our children is that Jamaica, building the Jamaica that we want, is going to take several generations. There will be the generation that will plant the seed. There will be the generation that is going to water the young plant. There is going to be the generation that is going to take care of the young tree until the tree grows big and then there will be a generation that is going to enjoy the shade and the fruits that come from that tree. This whole thing of building Jamaica is a relay race. The first leg takes the baton, starts the race, and they pass it around until we come to the finish line. That is how we have to look at it. Every generation must play their part. But we have to do this quickly because the rest of the world seem to be running ahead of us all the time. We are good at saying that we are going to do all manner of good things. And when it fails to happen, when we question it, we hear it's going to take time. Some things need to start to see the fruit of our labor. We need to see that now. But the water thing is a serious thing. Almost every Jamaican you can look at today, and I think it is very ironic, is laughing at the National Water Commission. And one of the main things they say, and we must agree, is that the Water Commission seem to only be active when there are new roads. You will see a pipe burst now and you call them and they don't come. But as soon as you fix that pipe, well, I should not say fix that pipe, as soon as they see a new road completed, within a matter of months, the NWC is digging up that new road, and their excuses, they are fixing some important pipes, or they have to lay new pipes. Now this is an indictment not only on the NWC but on the leadership overall, because this is what people think. We have to change the thinking of Jamaicans to know that the NWC should be an efficient service of government. Similarly, there are many people in the rural parishes who from time to time don't get a ready or steady supply of water. Their water comes once a week, in some cases twice per month, in some cases sometimes none at all. Now, when I was growing up, not so long ago, there are areas in rural parts of Jamaica that had portable water, water running in pipes. They had good roads. They had good infrastructure. And today you visit many of those places and it has all deteriorated. You hear from the residents that they have to be paying for trucked water. They have to be digging up old water sources that go into rivers, go into old wells and reviving them. And that does not augur well for the country. We are in a rough spot, but we're not down and out. And we can fix these issues if we just put our minds to it. So, what are your thoughts on how we can fix this water problem? What are your ideas on the challenges that we face? We need to be able to put some serious plan into being and implement those plans, execute them properly. So, you sit back and tell me what it is you would like to see. And you can leave a comment at any time, leave a like, and subscribe if you feel like. And if you don't feel like that, you can take in the content just the same. And if you still don't feel like that, the choice is yours. We welcome all that you have to give. The next thing I want to talk about in the next couple of minutes is this baby abduction that took place down in Montego Bay, and the police were very quick on the situation, and that particular case was solved within a matter of weeks or a matter of days, and the parents got back their baby. But as soon as that one happened, And they were aided by closed circuit TV footage that really helped them a lot in this having a description of the woman who took the baby. But this leads me to a number of things. One, what if they never had CCTV footage? That would be a problem. But that's a what if. But I'm saying no. Why would this lady come and take this child? Is it that she is so wanting of a child that she is willing to abduct somebody else's child? And you might look at it and say that and condemn her. But sometimes we have to look at the situation in a from a different angle, a different perspective. Because whilst that woman abducted that child, it might be that she can't have a child of her own. She has always wanted children and she can't get any. And apart from the criminal charges that will be laid against her, we should start to look at fixing the issues that arise. Probably that woman will make one good parent, one good mother, and along with her spouse make a good parent. Is it that they are unable to have children for one reason or another? How can we help them? Can we point them in the direction of adoption? Because there are many children out there who need a good home, who need love and attention, who are in state care, who are being ill-treated for one reason or another, who don't have any immediate guardians and are living with friends or some close relative or somebody. The situations are very diverse, and as such, instead of condemning everything, we need to be a set of people who are now the fixers of problem. That is the Jamaica I think we are moving towards, and that is the Jamaica that I welcome. Instead of sitting down and just talking about this person needs to go to prison or this person has done wrong and how best we can punish them, how best can we fix the problem, the issues that arise. It is not beyond us. We have brains. We are smart just like anybody else in the world. In fact, if you look at what our athletes and our artists and our business people have done, we can outdo anybody in the world. So why is it that when it comes down to the governance of the country, we back below our weight? We run last in the race of governance. We come last all the time. And for some, it is comfort, and for others, it is despair. I am in the group that it is despair for me because I want to be able to boast about my country. The other abduction took place at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. And again, when we look at that particular situation, there are many questions to be asked. The woman or the mother at the front of the whole thing is being condemned, as she has said, by security staff at the hospital. Some medical staff at the hospital are questioning her in a very disparaging way. They want to know why she didn't make an alarm earlier. They want to know what she actually did, which she has provided. But no one can say definitively who took the child and how the child was taken off the premises. There was a security guard involved in the whole abduction, and not involved in the abduction, but the security guard was supposed to provide protection to, I believe, the entrance to the ward. but the security guard had apparently gone to another section to check or to do some form of security work at that time of morning. So there are several questions that arise as a result of this. The security guard is not the only person who is responsible for the safety and security of the babies and the mothers on the ward. There are duty nurses, there are duty doctors, and I believe there's even a senior resident who is responsible for the overall running of the ward. All those persons are immediately in the area and they are responsible for the care and protection and safety of the babies and the mothers on the ward. And up until now, I have not heard anyone asking those questions. Where are all those people? Is it that they were busy sorting out and preparing for the next day? Is it that they were asleep? Is it that they were doing other medical things, delivering babies, cleaning up the areas? What were they doing? So it is not for us to just look at the lone security guard and to say the security guard was absent from his or her post. Those are the questions I would like to ask. And I think you are asking those questions as well. We need some answers. The police have said that they are working on strong leads, and hopefully they will find the baby and find the baby in good health in short order and reunite the baby with its parents. That would be a good thing. That is the outcome that we would seek to have. And also to find out how is it the child was taken off the premises at that particular time of day, early morning, and taken away without knowledge of anyone on the ground. And that is solving a problem. So that's a serious security breach that has taken place. And if we can help to fix that, we would have done a service to the country, because mothers will feel more secure having their children and knowing that themselves and their children are safe whilst they're at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. And not just the Victoria Jubilee Hospital, but any government hospital or any hospital, so to speak, that they enter. I am Newton Manahan, and that has been my bit for tonight. And I'd just like to say thank you to all who have taken time to listen to your opinion. Have a good night and Godspeed.